Not sure if I'm live or not. We'll see here in a minute or two, I guess. Check it out. Yep, it shows that I'm live. So, alright. So today we're gonna be showing my Warhammer army because I've did my pile of shame. I figured might want to show what I've actually done. Going to split it up into a couple sections. We'll see how it goes. I'll give everybody a few minutes. I kind of just spur of the moment decided to do this, so. Hello, hello. Oh. So like I said, we're going to show off, I figured this time, first one, we'll show off all my main guys. And then after that, we'll show off my other guys. My, basic troops. We're going to show them painted, unpainted. Just pretty much what I got. Talk about them a little bit. Go from there. We're going to start off probably with actually, I'm playing a Path of Glory with my family. So we're going to start off with those guys so I can get them put away. Because got them kind of sitting all over the place. Right here's my Land Raider Crusader. It's dirty as all get up because I had it in the dust. Or up in the elements and it got kind of dusty. And when I go to rub it off, most of the time I end up taking off some of the paint. It's not bad. I painted this one. It's one of the first times I tried using an airbrush. I'm going to try to clean it up. I don't know, maybe pull out the airbrush and try it again. Spray it off with the airbrush or something. But I end up rolling this on my Path to Glory the second to last time. So that was a nice little win for me. That's a nice transport as well as a nice... No biggie. It's not a big deal at all. I'm just kind of... Could have done this as a video. I just figured I'd do it as a live stream. See who all pops in and go from there. I don't plan on being super long. By the way, I ended up going to Walmart and found they're selling my brain's shutting down. They're doing models. They have a little model display and you can pick up these cases for $7. As you can see, it holds some minis. Nice little display case. I'm going to get some metal. I'm going to put down here, magnetize them. That way I can put them on here, make them look like nice and pretty. This right here is my one of my first models I got for my Salamanders. It's a Dreadnought. I don't remember if I left. I don't know if that's supposed to be. I mean, it's push to fit, so it's not too big of a deal. But I don't think that arm was supposed to move. But I have them set up. One of the two that I have has the las cannon here and the Dreadnought close combat weapon and with the flamer underneath. I like him. The family don't because it kills them a lot. Right here we have mostly painted. I have a couple that I didn't paint yet. But this is my newest models for this Path to Glory. It's just a tactical squad. No frills, no gimmicks. I don't know if you can make out that I actually painted it and got gold in the arm piece there. Why is that wig like that? That don't make me happy. That's one of my regular guys. I think I have him set up to be a sergeant. Just worked on that chain sword a little bit. And I got my multi-melta. I have a few more of these I'll be showing off in the second video. And like I said, stock troops. This is what I was painting when I really first started painting these guys. This is kind of how they came out. They're not bad by any stretch, but between that and then, like, here's my Primaris Captain I painted up a little bit ago. Kind of a big difference between the two. You know, learning about how to shade things, pull the details. I feel I've been getting better. Let's see. One of my guys, I do have to paint my flamer guy for this squad, but it would have happened. That's actually kind of what I'm going to talk about here in a little bit, is probably next week, my basic troops that I have, I'm going to be probably getting them all together, and I'm going to do a speed paint thing, kind of get them all highlighted, much like these guys are right here. Get them zenithally highlighted, and then I'm going to hit them with my hit them up, show you guys, you know, what to do to pick out the basic details to make, you know, because they're basic troops, no one's really looking at them. They're always looking at the captain or the tech marine on a bike, which, by the way, I did very little of the painting on this. I cannot take the credit for this one at all. I literally just painted the guy green. This one I bought, and it looks so good, I decided I was going to go ahead and paint it up or leave it be. The guy did a good job. They're all magnetized, so if I don't like a part, I can take it off. I tend to play it. I think I end up painting this axe just because I noticed it could have an axe. So I decided it was going to have an axe. And from there, I have my Primaris Eliminators that I actually painted up. I think I painted one of them on stream, and then I painted the rest of them later. One cool thing about these guys, I actually ended up magnetizing them. Just gotta remember what magnets went to what guy. I think this was this guy. So, kind of liked how that came out. Camo cloak with its little shininess and glitteriness. But I've noticed I tend to, even when I magnetize the guys, I'm like, yeah, they're magnetized, I can choose all these options. I end up picking the whatever looks the coolest, and that's always what I end up using. If you guys see anything you want me to show off a little more, feel free to say something. This was one of the first ones that I actually really tried to do an actual base on them. I think it came out pretty good. Like this piece right here is actually a piece of cork. Again, he's magnetized. I didn't do a great job about location of magnets. So his magnetization doesn't... Oh, his actually works pretty well. One of them. This next one over here, it's like, yeah, I magnetize them. It's going to look really awesome. And then, see, because this guy right here, I liked how he looked because, you know, he's actually drawing a magazine out and reloading. Oh, is that blurry to you guys? I have him set up where he's drawing the magazine out. But when I went to go ahead and magnetize him up, the magnet is way off the side, whereas it's supposed to be over here-ish. I kind of goofed on that one. So what I do, if I do this one, I actually kind of use a dynamic pose like that. It kind of makes it where no one's really looking at the fact that, you know, he's missing an arm, or the fact that his arm's actually hanging up there. I don't know, it's... Sometimes you try for stuff and you fail, but you just keep on trudging through. I know next time to really look and make sure I know where my magnets are. That's those guys. This was my... Oh. These guys actually go with it. This was originally a scout I had made way back when. As you can see, his sniper rifle, he's magnetized as well. Not well, but he is. Actually, if I remember correctly, yep, I magnetized the weapon itself into his hand. So it kind of sat there. Like I said, they're not bad by any stretch. They're, I wouldn't say basic, but they're pretty meh compared to what I'm doing now. Exactly, it's all a learning process. That guy's actually part of that squad for this Path of Glory, because I need a 5-man squad. This one, I cannot remember. I ended up going to my local gaming store and they had these little boxes. It was like $5 and it was a random mini that came in the box. And this is one of them that came out of it. And I really liked how that rocket launcher looks. With the backpack and then the smoke coming off of it. So every time I have a rocket launcher, this is one of the first guys I grab just because I just really like how he looks. I'm trying to get this light to turn a little bit more. And then we got these guys that I have to paint still. And these are my Nope, the eliminators, they're my intercessors, that's what they're called. The only one I got painted up was my captain. This is probably one of the last guys that I painted. I ended up hacking off his hand because he had a chainsword or something, but I wanted a power fist, so I hacked his hand off and put it on a different guy. I really liked how his the fact that he has a plasma pistol, so they gave him like cybernetic arm because it all got burnt off. Kind of thought that was cool. He got the backpack or the helmet on his side. And since he's a captain, I made sure I picked out, you know, a couple extra pieces here and there just to make him stand out just a little bit more. And these guys, I really like their poses, and I'm really looking forward to painting these guys up. But I have quite a bit to paint ahead of these guys at the moment. I might throw these together real quick, but I like their poses. Next, we got one of my librarians actually in power armor. This is actually the warlord for my Path to Glory. It's one of the first times I messed with kind of almost blended, but not quite. Since it was a power sword, I went ahead and painted it silver, and then I don't even remember how exactly I blended it, but I added some blue in there to make it kind of different than just a regular sword. With this storm bolter. And like I said, with him being, you know, a named character, as you can see, I put a lot more detail, spent a little bit more time on him than like this sergeant. You know, he doesn't have nearly as much picked out, and this stock troop has even less picked out. That's kind of what, like I said, you gotta, the bigger the guy, the more points it's worth, the more attention you want to spend to it. Is the way I look at it, because you're going to look at this guy before you're going to look at that guy in detail. And just the nature of the game, you know, characters, name characters, all that kind of stuff. Next and last part for my Path to Glory. These are actually supposed to be a part of my, they're supposed to be a Centurion squad. I can't remember. I don't see the paperwork offhand. Anyways, big guys. Lots of shootiness going on. They're just kind of stand-ins because I don't have the guys that it's supposed to be. These are actually my Devastators, as I call them, my Devastator Shooty Squad. I do have, as you'll see here in a little bit, a not Shooty Squad. Okay, I'll go ahead and put these guys up real quick. There's that one. And then he goes there. And he goes there. Throw this on there. And if you guys have any questions, please, by all means, feel free to ask. Why didn't my tech marine... Oh, that's why. Because he's supposed to go in there. Okay, I'll put him away later. Alright, let me get a drink real quick, and then we'll go on to my special guys. If you guys followed me on Twitch before I came over here, y'all recognize this. It's my gunship that I got specifically to paint up. Still ain't forgot about it. I still have it. Some of it's magnetized. There's supposed to be pieces right here. From everything I read, they don't have to be glued in or magnetized because the parts are all sticking there pretty well. But I did magnetize that piece. I'm hoping that I can roll this and I can get my gunship onto this Path of Glory. But that we shall see. Put him right there and hope I don't hit him with my elbow. Okay. Now on to some of my special guys. As you can see, I got my veteran vanguards who are all set up to be close range with a couple flamers in there just to be evil. And I have my other fly-in close combat. Let's do it this way. My other fly-in close combat guys. And they have all sorts of toys with them. I read about it. I was like, I need some close combat guys. And I'm like, I need to get in there quick. So I created these guys, and I think I played with them a couple times, and they're not bad. The biggest issue I ran into is the fact that it's just they have to get up in your face, and then even though they have decent saves, I tend to fail every time something has a decent save. I always set up these guys, like, because they're only two that have the lightning claws on them. I always set them up like they're brothers. It's kind of my thought process when I use them. And let's see. Oh, crud. That's going to be cold. Right. And as you can see, I got 3 las cannons. Guys. Got them set up. Anytime I have a squad that I set up, I'm like, hey, I need a las cannon. I got these guys. I kind of took them all. They used to be all broken up into squads, saying, okay, I want this squad, I want this squad. And then I kind of would just, instead of doing that, I went, you know what, I'm just going to put all my, like my flamers, I have them all sitting right here. As you can see, I got a missing spot because I got this one that I need to glue together. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But I got this missing spot for my flamer that I had in my other thing because I wanted to keep them all together. But it, it is what it is. Eventually, I will figure out and optimize. And that's kind of that's the thing about I've noticed about this game is the more you get, the more you want. Because you're like, oh, but I can use this person here in this instance, and it'll work so much better. And then you spill your drink and hope you don't step in it. Alright, so my next bit of guys, actually these guys are my apothecary that I custom built. I had ordered the parts for it and just kind of winged them together because, I need an apothecary because he heals up people. So, figure if I'm going to fail saves, I might as well have him to heal up. And then my family's favorite squad ever. My Terminators with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Some of these guys I painted. Did I? Yeah, like him I painted. As you can see, he was red. But I love these guys because you get the shields to get the save on there. The shields look really nifty. You got the nice big shield on that guy. And I painted his face red because he's my sergeant. So I don't remember if that was a thing that I read or I'm just going crazy. It could be both. But I thought the sergeants had red faces. And my shooty squad guys from earlier. Oh, there's more of the shooty guys. To include a guy with I believe that's a heavy flamer on it right there. And those are parts that are magnetized for my Land Raider. I think, if I remember correctly, those are supposed to be, yep, big old heavy flamers. Set that down. On to more of... I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these ones. I have 3 more bikes that I still have to put together. I have these, which I only painted this one. But again, I bought them. They looked really nice. I'm like, you know what? I'm keeping that paint. I'm keeping it on there. It's alright. It matches. But I'm not sure, because I still got this one, this one. They keep falling off their bike. But I'm not sure, because I know my Chaos Army can use bikes. I got 3 down there for that. So I don't know. I got to look into it, because I also have the attack bikes, which I don't think the Chaos Army can use. As you can see, I got quite a few to paint as far as the bikes go. They don't tickle my fancy that much. So I gotta figure out if the Chaos guys can use the attack bikes. If they can't, then I gotta find out how big of a squad I need to make with these so I can use all these. Because I don't like them, but if I'm going to use them, I want to make sure I have all my bikes. And I have it set up where I can use them all. Because, it's my army perfect world. I'm trying to get it set up where somebody says, hey, I want to play this big old game. I can go, okay, well, here's all my guys, which I think is close to 9,000 points right now. But I can say, hey, here's all my guys. This is this many people, and yeah. Oh, you didn't get put away. Why didn't you get put away? My Apothecary's trying to hide out. I don't like that. Okay, we're going to push my bikes off the side. Oh, yeah. I noticed the bikes, they had these really small, because this is one I bought. And that's how it came, these small things. So I was like, I don't have any more of those stands, so I went and got a nail file. Because it makes it look kind of like asphalt. And just, cut off the back so it's nice and smooth, doesn't eat up the terrain. I don't know. I will have to look into those bikes and see how that will go. Let's see. Then we got my other librarian. I think I ended up naming them, just messing around. One was Enrique and the other one was Julio. I don't know why. That was what I named him. This guy has the power axe. But yeah, I have no idea. I stole your what? What'd I steal? I mean, it's quite probable that I did steal something from you. But what are you blaming me for this time? Here's my standard captain I created a while back. This is a long time ago. My attempt at terrain, or a basin. It's not bad, but it's not great. I do like how that backpack came out with the eagles. It's kind of broken down a little bit. Now, if I did not. I bought some. I bought some as well. I stole yours, but I also bought some. So, nah. And I'm pretty sure you gave me permission, so. And then we have second to last one before I cut this stream and get ready to set up for the next one. My Shooty Dreadnought with his missile launcher, his assault cannon. This one doesn't get as much love because I tend to like to take the other guy simply because he has the flamer on it, which if anybody tries to get close after me shooting with las cannons, I can roll Overwatch with that and it auto hits with the flamer, so it makes it really nice. And the final guy we have for this one, which makes me sad because for some reason it keeps falling apart. This is my chaplain with a jump pack. Again, another one I kind of kit bashed this a little bit. I can't remember where I got all the parts from, but kind of went, yeah, I want a chaplain. I think it was because he gave rerolls. I can't remember offhand, but he did something, and I was like, hey, I want to do that. So I'm like, looked at it. I'm like, well, how do I go about doing it? And it's like, okay. So I looked at some of the pictures, and it's like, hey, I have that part. Hey, I have that part. Ooh, he can have a jump pack, so I can get him even closer or around the board faster. Yeah, that's one thing this army definitely lacks is stabby. I think that's why I went with, you know, the guys with Thunderhammer, my veteran vanguards with their jump packs, was to make me some shooties. Let's see. Then I have my heavy intercessors to paint up for these guys. I think that is just about all. I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream here, clean up the soda that I spilled, put up my guys, and I'll be back in a few minutes with my other box.